Welcome, folks, to tonight's meet. We're at Plymouth Area High School. I am your commentator, Aaron Como. We have the Beau Falcons in town for the Division III dual meet state championship. And man, I'm telling you, we are excited. Coaches are excited. Kids are excited. I know the Beau coaches are excited. Their kids are excited. Their fans are here. And it's going to be a great dual meet matchup. It's been a couple of teams that have battled back and forth over the last few years, and you know, it's just going to be a fantastic night. And you know, to even have this opportunity, we're extremely grateful. You know, again, thanks to the SAU and Kyla Welch and Bruce Parsons, the principal, and Jim Carey, you know, for having the courage to make this happen this year for these kids with everything that's going on with the pandemic. You know, and this could be history tonight, folks. It's the first time in school history that a wrestling state championship has took place in this high school. So either way, the Bobcats are going to make history, either as state champions or as state runner-ups. It's going to be a history-making night, and we're super excited about it. So, you know, while the Bobcats are warming up, we're going to talk about a little Bobcat X Factor here. Three captains, starting with Charlie Como. He's a senior. He is a four-year starter for the Bobcats. A two-time state champion, one-time meet of champions champ in New England qualifier. And this year on the year, he's 7-0. Next up, we have Dan Brusso, another four-year wrestler. Joe is a captain, and he's been a tough wrestler. He's been one of the best kids to have around in the room. He's a hard worker. He sets a great example for the other kids. And we're going to miss him a lot. His record this year so far is 5-2. Our third captain, also a senior, Cole Johnston. Cole's a four-year wrestler, four-year starter. He is a New Hampshire state champion in Division III. He's also a Meet of Champions finalist. And he brings to us this year a record of 7-0 going into tonight's meet. You're going to see a lot of great matchups here tonight, and probably a lot of gamesmanship, because you know, there's a lot on the line here tonight. And you know, the coaches have been looking at their lineups. I watched them both. They're looking over who's weighed in where and who can bump who, and you know, a lot of it comes down to the coin flip tonight, and who has to send out who first and what weight class, and they're going to try and dodge and avoid certain people and where they think they might match up better somewhere else or not match up as good against. And you know, both coaches are going to do everything they can within their power to come out with a state championship plaque tonight for their team and for their school. And we're super excited about it. And you know, at the beginning of the year, we didn't think, or last year at this time, we were starting to even doubt that anything like this would even happen. And the fact that we're here today and we've been able to do this is special. And you know, these kids know it, and they're going to take full advantage of it, because you know, as we told them in the room last night after practice, and we told them tonight before the meet, sometimes you only get one chance. You know, you only get one opportunity at a state championship in any sport, and you may never ever be in a position again to have one. And especially the underclassmen, you know, they're here now and they have this opportunity, and there's no guarantee that they'll make a state championship appearance in any other sport they play. So, you know, the kids, they know how important this is, and they're fired up, and we're ready to go. And I think one advantage that Plymouth has is they're healthy. They got a full lineup. I think there's only a couple of missing weight classes, 106 maybe, in either 113 or 120, depending on who sends out where. You know, Beau has a couple of forfeits in their lineup, but I think for the most part we've got a full lineup, and you know, we're ready to go and we're healthy. So boys are in the center of the mat now, finishing their warm-up. They're ready to go, and we're going to take a break, and we'll come back when we're doing the national anthem and cross-mat introductions.
Welcome this evening to Plymouth Regional High School for tonight's NHIAA Division III Wrestling Championship match between the visiting Beau Falcons and your home team, the Plymouth Regional Bobcats. We at Plymouth Regional High School, Beau High School, and the NHIAA understand what an honor it is for student athletes to represent their schools in towns. Please let us be positive in every aspect of this match. Sportsmanship from players, coaches, and fans. Positive cheering only and respect by everyone is expected for the officials working tonight's match. Just a couple reminders before the start of tonight's match. Please remain 6 feet apart at all times, and masks are required at all times. Would you please rise for the playing of the national anthem? And now for our cross-mat introductions. In the 106-pound weight class, we have a double forfeit. In the 113-pound weight class, receiving a forfeit for Plymouth, Gianni Ciotti. At 120 pounds, receiving a forfeit for the Beau Falcons, Alder Mora. At 126 pounds, for Beau, Wyatt Reinhardt. For Plymouth, Jacob Heath. In the 132-pound weight class, for Beau, Benjamin McDowell. And for Plymouth, Charles Como. At 138 pounds, for Beau, Nicholas Ray. For Plymouth, Andrew Como. At 145 pounds, for Beau, Joseph McDowell. And for Plymouth, Joe Peters. And the 152-pound weight class, for Beau, Andrew Bliss. And for Plymouth, Anthony Ciotti. At 160 pounds, for Beau, Eli DiFilippo. And for Plymouth, Joe Dan Brusso. Receiving a forfeit at 170 pounds, for Plymouth, Matt Clary. Receiving a forfeit at 182 pounds, for Plymouth, Javon Cador. At 195 pounds, for Beau, Ryan Nichols. And for Plymouth, Cole Johnston. At 220 pounds, for Beau, Anthony Sutura. And for Plymouth, Alex Lurs. And at heavyweight, for Beau, Sean Nichols. And for Plymouth, Gabe Crane. Our officials working tonight's match are Rick Ross and John Luke. Would captains please come to the center mat?
Folks, there you have it. Cross-mat introductions are done. We're getting ready to rock and roll here. Again, this is the Division III New Hampshire State Wrestling Championships here at Plymouth High School. And as you just heard, we're going to start out at the 126-pound weight class here. Captains are meeting in the middle of the mat. The referees will go over some rules and regulations, and then they'll flip the coin and decide who has odds and who has evens, and that will determine who gets to send out first in certain weight classes. And it looks like Plymouth's won that toss, and they get to choose. And I think Coach Clary's pretty happy about that. He's doing some high fives over here. I think he likes that. Gives him a little bit of an advantage of who he's sending out, when, and how. So we're going to get ready for some fireworks here. And Jacob Heath is headed out first, the 126-pound weight class. I don't see anybody from Beau coming out at 126. Nope, they are going to send out Wyatt Reinhardt. Wyatt is up a weight class here. He's usually at 120. He's a state champ from Beau. Jacob Heath is a junior here at Plymouth. And we like Jake. He's got a lot of great things that he's going to do for us in the next year or so. Both wrestlers tying up, working the tie. Jacob kind of feels out the headlock there a little bit. Little wrist control there, Reinhardt. Working the edge there. Ref's going to try and keep him back in the center of the mat. He's probably going to warn him at some point to stay in the middle. A little shot by Jake, low single. He's in. Reinhardt's wrapping the legs though. Jacob's got to work up the body. Swim out, get the takedown. He's got to keep swimming. Pop his head. Lift the leg. Out, he's got the 2. He's working that, trying to get hand control, chopping that arm. Got hand control, he's got the cross wrist. Come back behind, oh, he's too high. Reinhardt gets a leg, swims out. No points awarded yet. His coach, you can hear Brock Hoffman yelling at his player to stay in, and he gets the 2-point reversal right on the line. Coach Hoffman was trying to tell him to keep him in because he had him kind of compromised there, almost tilting him to his back. But Jacob was smart enough, knew where he was, and took that match out of bounds. He gets a fresh whistle start here. We're tied up 2-2. We got 46 seconds left in the first period. Attempted stand up there by Jake. Back to the mat. Reinhardt's got that half in, sunk deep. Working that bar and a half. Heath doing a great job fighting that off. Reinhardt trying to sink in the legs there. Riding high again. Gets that power half in, sunk deep though. He's got that legs. He's now getting near fall. We got 16 seconds left here. Jake's just got to keep fighting that, keep fighting it, try and avoid the pin for his team. 3 seconds. Nice job. Jake Heath throwing some real fortitude there by fighting that off. Reinhardt had the leg in and he sunk that half real hard and he had him on his back, but Jacob Heath for 20 plus seconds fought off his back there. Second period, Reinhardt's got the lead 5-2. Another attempted stand up. Again, Reinhardt's high, but he's got that power in. Power half in. Jake's got the leg. Coaches tell him to swim and pop his head out. He's kind of compromised there though. Reinhardt comes out. No points awarded yet. He's got the 2-point reversal. That was a great job by Jacob Heath there, fighting out of that position and coming up with that reversal. Throws a crossface, trying to cradle him up, but he's way out front. He's got to settle back there. His head's hanging. Two-point reversal. See, Jake got too far out front on that. Gave Reinhardt an ability to slip out front. Back in on that leg, got the power half. Again, that's that. Jake rolls through. Rolls through, swims through. He's got Reinhardt on his back. He needs to throw a half and squeeze. If he squeezes and lifts the head there, Great job by Reinhardt fighting off his back. What a great match. And again, we're back the other way. Heath's got his head hung there. Reinhardt gets the head, pulls him over the top. 30 seconds left, and he gets the pin. Reinhardt comes out with the pin. I'll tell you, though, that was one heck of a match by Jacob Heath. His teammates are proud of him. His coaches are proud of him, I can tell. You know, he just wrestled the state champ and took him to the brink. And at one point, almost had a pin there. So that was awesome. What a great job by Jacob Heath. Next up, the 132-pound weight class. Have to wait and see what happens here. Charlie Como slated to wrestle, but we want to see who they're going to send out from Beau. I believe it's going to be Benjamin Mcdowell. He's warming up over there. I believe Beau has to send out first in this weight class. Beau has the lead right now after the first match of the night, 6-0. Just disinfected the mat in between matches here. I'll tell you, it doesn't get any more exciting than that, folks. When you've got two kids going at each other like that and putting each other to their back, and they're both fighting for survival and for life, and really fighting for a state title for their team. Both teams up on the edge, you know, cheering their teammate on. Here we go. The next match of the night, Charlie Como at 132 versus Joseph Mcdowell of Beau. This is where we want Charlie to step up here as a senior captain and put us back on the board here. Take anything for granted in a state championship match, though. Working that center. Como keeping a low center of gravity, trying to stay lower than McDowell. McDowell really at this point playing a little bit of defense, just kind of stay away. Coach has probably told him to not tie up or. McDowell really kind of avoiding any contact at this point, avoiding trying to wrestle. Chuck just circling the mat, trying to find an opportunity or an opening. Working that head, working that head. Yep, Red's got a warning. McDowell's got a warning for stalling, as I assumed would happen here. Oh, out of bounds. Headlock out of bounds. Can hear Coach Brock Hoffman telling McDowell to stay out of that headlock tie. Really just playing defense here at this point. McDowell is. Como looking for an opportunity to score here. If McDowell keeps backing up, he's going to get warned again for stalling. He just awarded Como a point because of stalling by the Beau wrestler. Again, he's just trying to stay away. McDowell's still stalling here. Yep, Como with the snap down. He's in deep on the legs. Tried the brands. Kind of compromised himself there. Tried a little roll through flip. Didn't work out for him. 2-point takedown for McDowell. He's now on top. McDowell's up 5-1 here in this match. He awarded him 2 points takedown and 3 points backs on that. Stand up by Como. Chin whip. Gets him to his back. Got him on his back here. Got to punch through that arm. He's going to squeeze it here. Lift the head. Oh, and the buzzer. Going to get 2-point reversal. 3-point backs. Como's going to have. Oh, it's good. Como's going to have the lead 6-5 going into the second period. McDowell's got to be careful here. He can't continue to stall on his feet. He has chosen neutral in the second period. Again, Como's going to try and push the pace here and get Mcdowell to stall. Force him to wrestle. Snaps him down again. Spin behind. He caught the leg though. Got a cross face hard. Hips down. Got the 3/4 Nelson in. Como at this point should just spin behind and get his 2. As he does. Throws him by, gets his 2 points. Now he's got the lead 7-5. Got a deep half sunk in there. Really working it hard. Gonna reset it again. Getting some back points here. Como's really working that half hard. Mcdowell doing a great job fighting it off. He comes up with another couple of back points. Now 9-5. Got 1 minute left in the second period. Como's got that cradle worked in. I think he should reset that. Not worry about the cradle. Working on top for hand control. Como's in charge, 9-5. Throws in another half. Really trying to find a throw in a half. Mcdowell at this point just turtling up, as they call it, and just trying to avoid being turned. They call it an iron toad. Probably going to get warned for stalling again. Again, he's got that power half in. Mcdowell. Como compromised himself again there, got his hips broken down. He gives Mcdowell 2-point reversal. It's now 9-7. Time runs out. We're into the third period now. Charlie Como is leading the match 9-7. I'll tell you, McDowell's giving him everything he can handle here tonight. I told you this was going to be a barn burner tonight, Coach. Everybody is going to come right down to the wire. It's the third period. Como's got the lead, 9-7. Been a great match so far. McDowell's definitely giving him everything he can handle. Again, got the lead here though. Doesn't need to push it. Doesn't need to do anything crazy. Really is up to McDowell to score. He's in on that. McDowell's got the ankle though. It's in a stalemate position here. Como trying to turtle up. Referee will probably call a stalemate here. Como still trying to knee slide. Still trying to knee slide. Just got to double up on that. Como can swim his head out. He'll get the 2 points. And he does. He ends up with the 2. Now takes the lead 11-7. He's going to keep working that bar in half. And he's got the bar arm set in there now. Going to really try for hand control so he can run that over. He's got the half in on the other side deep. Trying to run the bar. McDowell doing a great job fighting it off. Doing the iron toad, as they call it. He's warned again for stalling on bottom. McDowell again. This will be his third warning for stalling. Como with the half sunk in again. Trying to really run it. Got to watch his head there. .20 seconds left. Como in the lead 12-7. Another stalling warning by McDowell. Another point awarded to Como. 2 points awarded. McDowell just being an iron toad there, as I said. .3 seconds left. Como's going to end up with the win 14-7. I think the Beau crowd is pleased with that he didn't give up the 6 points. That was a heck of a match. Another good, hard-fought match. Como comes up to win 14-7. These matches are going to be like this tonight, folks. They're going to come right down to the wire because the Beau Falcons are fired up and the Bobcats are fired up, and it really is going to come down to who wants it more. Next up, we have Andrew Como from Plymouth up against Nicholas Ray, and this is a rematch from a couple of weeks ago where Ray actually came out with the win. It was a good match. I believe it ended up being a 5-2 victory for Ray. So this again should be another exciting match tonight. These two are very equal. Nice shuck by Como. Shucks him by for the 2 points right off the bat. Como trying to stay behind. Keeping him on the mat. His head is down, trying to stuff him. Both working the edge. The Beau wrestler again, just kind of turtling up there. Como trying to run that bar arm, sneak in a half. Beau coach is telling him to go to work over there. Tries a sit out, defended by Como. Another half, trying to throw in that half. Ray's grabbing the hand control. Como's got a half in the other side. Another sit spin. Como sweeps the Western hook to keep it control. .42 seconds left here in the first period. Como's up 2-0. Stand up by Ray, out of bounds, going to get a whistle start here. Back to the center of the mat, 30 seconds left in the first period. Sit out, attempt by Ray. Well defended. Como's got the bar. He's running him over. He's going to get some near fall points here. He just needs to sit through with that. If he sits through with that, he might put a little more pressure on that shoulder. Got 13 seconds left here. Ray fights out of it. We get 3-point awarded back points for that. Como's now up 5-0. Actually awarded 2 points for that. There was only 2-point near fall awarded on that, so Como takes a 4-0 lead into the second period. We have choice, and we've chosen neutral. Chose neutral because coach probably thinks we're got an advantage on our feet here. Andrew in on that. Ray gets the Russian. Andrew comes up with the single leg takedown. Oh, he compromised himself there, just trying to throw him over his back. Ray gets the 1-point escape, but then Como right back in with the takedown. Now with the lead 8-1. Minute 20 left in the second period. Como in control here. Ray comes out front, gets a leg. Como with a good sprawl. Needs to crossface in this situation. Stuff the head. We got 52 seconds. Ray comes out with a reversal. It's now 8-3. Be wise to keep it right there on the line. Instead, we go out of bounds. 32 seconds left in the second period. Como's up 8-3. Really, at this point, he just doesn't need to get turned or give up any near fall. Take this match into the third period. Attempted stand up by Como. Got to be careful he doesn't hang his head too close to his knee there in that situation. Ray going in for the half. Power half from the opposite side. He's got a Western hook. Como bellies out. Ray with the crossface. Got 14 seconds left in the second period. Second period comes to a close here, folks. Como's got the lead 8-3. Be curious as to what Coach Hoffman has his guy choosing. His guy has chosen top. He thinks that Como's fatigued and that he's got the advantage on top, and he's going to try to turn him. Como's got to get an escape here quick. He can't hang out on bottom and let Ray work on him. Stand up. He's got to finish that stand up. He stands up again, working hand control. Got to keep his head off the mat. Ray's working hand control there, trying to slip in the bar. You can hear Coach Cleary telling him no bars, no bars. Again, at this point, Andrew can afford a couple of stalling calls. He can just turtle out on the bottom and not get turned. That's all he can do. Let him call a stalemate or give him a couple of stalling warnings. Got to keep his head off the mat. Lunges forward there to avoid that cradle. Ray still trying to work that half from the opposite side. We got a minute left in this match. You can tell that Como's worked hard. He's fatigued on bottom, trying not to get turned like we said. Ray works in that bar. He's got the wrist control. Andrew steps up, fights it off. Gonna go out of bounds here. Probably be good to go out of bounds here. Got to keep his head off the mat. 36 seconds left. Como just has to stay off his back here in this period, and he'll come out with a win. Out of bounds, 24 seconds left on the clock. .24 seconds left. Como needs to stay off his back. He attempts to stand up, working hand control. He's out but not out. Ray maintains control. He's telling him to bail out, telling Andrew to bail out. He does. Got 13 seconds left. Ray trying everything he can to try and turn Como here. He knows he has to. We got 5 seconds left. It looks like Como's going to come out with a revenge victory in a state championship and win this match 8-3. That's a great win by Andrew Como. Last week he lost to him. This week he beats him, and it just so happens to be in a state championship match. Next up we have Joe Peters, and I believe we have the other McDowell brother at 145. Again, should be slated to be an exciting match. Got to take a little time to clean the mat. And we're going to get this wrestling match back underway at 145. I told you folks this was going to be an exciting one. State championship match. Everyone's leaving it out there on the mat, giving it everything they got. And here we go. We got Joe Peters versus the other McDowell brother. Joseph McDowell. Again, we need a big victory here. The team score is now tied up 6-6. It looks like Joe took some lessons from his brother here and is playing defense, kind of running away here and not trying to tie up or get into any type of scramble on the mat. Peters trying to work a tie here. Tried to pull him in, almost fell down. Lifts him off the mat with a single leg. Runs a cradle hard. Gets it locked up. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. Doesn't want. He wants to watch his weight, settle back. Right. You can hear Ross Johnston here saying you got to get your hips on the right side. He's got that cradle locked up tight. McDowell fighting for survival here. He knows how important this is. Doesn't want to give up the pin. Peters squeezing as hard as he can. He gets the pin. Joe Peters comes up huge tonight in a state championship match against Beau. Propels Plymouth into the lead now, 12-6. Well, I'll tell you, folks, this is electric here tonight. Everybody is just excited and cranked up, and we're ready to go. Unbelievable. Joe Peters shows up tonight, goes out, gets a pin for his team. Taking a few minutes again to clean the mat, and we'll be back on the mat here in just a second. 152-pound weight class, I believe we'll have Anthony Ciotti, and he'll be going against Andrew Bliss. Anthony's a junior for us, and he's been wrestling since he was just a freshman, and we expect good things out of him for next year. And he's a hard worker in the room, and he's a good teammate, and we're glad we have him. He's going to be taking on Andrew Bliss. Andrew Bliss is a senior from Beau. He's a state finalist. He's their captain. He's been on the mat for a long time, and we expect he might be the favorite in this particular match. But you know what? Anthony Ciotti's going to give it everything he's got, and he's not going to go down easy. Both wrestlers working the tie. Both on the elbow. They both break tie there. Working the center of the mat. Couple of fake shots by Bliss. He's going to shoot after one of those at one of these points. He sweeps, tries to get the ankle pick, misses. He's got the inside tie there. Kind of a shoving match at this point. I think Bliss is setting him up for a shuck or a headlock. Anthony's got to be careful, and that's exactly what he does. He sets him up for a shuck, right on the line, gets his 2 points. Bliss picking the leg up, trying to Turk it. Kind of wheelbarrowing Ciotti out of bounds. 56 seconds left in the first. Bliss up 2-0. Bliss working hand control on top. Anthony kind of bellying out there, just hoping not to get turned. Looking for an opportunity, maybe create a scramble, get an escape. Bliss working the bar. Can't seem to work anything in there. Ciotti being stingy. Throws in a half, has it deep. Goes to lift up the leg to Turk, gets it. Ciotti rolls through, no points awarded. Great roll through by Anthony Ciotti. Great mat awareness. The minute he hit the mat, he continued to barrel roll to get out of that. First period's going to come to an end. Bliss will have the 2-0 lead. Second period in the neutral position. Bliss again working that inside tie, pushing into him. Both wrestlers seem to be working that out of bounds line. Fake shot by Bliss, another fake shot, and then a double. In deep, gets Ciotti. Ciotti rolls through. Bliss behind for the 2 points, 4-0. Pushes Ciotti out of bounds. Not really sure what that was about. hopefully everybody's keeping in mind here, good sportsmanship. Another double leg. Bliss in deep, gets the 2 points. Lets him up. I think he's, Coach Osman's telling him to let him up. He's trying to go for the technical fall here, a superior decision, thinking that he might not be able to pin Ciotti. In deep again on that double leg. Comes up with the double and the half. Gets the 2 points. He actually has his feet in bounds. Ciotti does a great job getting off his back there again. Tell you, Anthony Ciotti showing a lot of resilience, a lot of guts here. Doing everything he can to fend off these attacks from the senior captain of Bliss. Neutral position, minute left in the second period. Bliss has the 6-2 advantage. Working the edge here, the Plymouth coach is telling Anthony, keep his hands up, be ready. In again on that double leg is Bliss. Pretty hard to stop. He's got a great shot. He steps real deep there on that. Working to pull out the gable ride. And here the Plymouth wrestlers telling him not to give it to him. 11 seconds left in the second period. Anthony Ciotti fighting off the seniors' attacks here. Got a half Nelson sunk in deep. Only 3 seconds left in the period. Saved by the bell there. Third period. Bliss has got the lead 12-3. Clearly the more experienced wrestler here. I'll tell you, Anthony's doing a great job. He's fighting tough, doing everything he can not to give up a pin here for his team. Beau has choice, and Bliss has chosen top. Pretty confident he can hold down Ciotti and possibly turn him. Sinks in that half again deep. Ciotti looks away from it. Got to be careful he doesn't immediately look into another half. Bliss has hand control. Underneath, trying to work a half. Throws in that half Nelson deep. Ciotti again, snapping his elbow down, looking away. Doing everything he can to fight off that half Nelson. Bliss letting him up. Letting him up to do a Brands. Anthony fighting off as best he can, and he gets the pin. That was a great match, you know, and nothing to be ashamed of by Anthony Ciotti. Bliss is the more experienced wrestler. He's older. He's the senior captain, and you know, he did everything he could to fight that pin off there. This match is tied up 12-12, folks. This is one heck of a battle, I'll tell you, and we knew it was going to come down to this. Next up at 160, we'll have Dan Brusso. I believe the Beau is probably going to send out Eli DiFilippo, but I'm not sure. It depends on who has to send out who first and what kind of gamesmanship they're going to play here. Got two Plymouth wrestlers warming up over there. You've got Dan Brusso and Matt Cleary. Actually have three. We have Caden Sanborn warming up too. See, that's where Coach Cleary has got his wrestlers all ready to go. Depending on who sends out who is depending on what he's going to do with his wrestlers. He just finished sanitizing the mat, and we'll get the 160-pound weight class underway. And it looks like Beau has sent out Eli DeFilippo, I apologize for the pronunciation, against Joe Dan Brusso. Again, Joe, captain, senior here at home. I believe DeFilippo is too, and they both know what's at stake here tonight. Both wrestlers working, staying low. Head taps, fake shot by Dan Brusso. Tap and go, tap and go. Both wrestlers looking for an opening. Both coaches telling DeFilippo not to chase. Dan Brusso in. Snaps that head down. He's got the front head. His coach is telling him to avoid the brands. Looks like he almost had it over there. He's got to be careful with his weight here. Got to snap him back to the mat. Step across. Looks like he's best bet here would be to just spin behind, but he's got that brands, and it looks like he's going to lock it up. He should just spin behind and get his two, which he does. It was wise. He almost had DeFilippo on the brands pulled over there, but he was wise to just go ahead and spin behind and get his 2 points. Good stand up by DeFilippo. Turns. Dan Brusso goes to the single leg. Both wrestlers go out of bounds. DeFilippo, he had DeFilippo up by the single leg there from the inside. Coach clearly upset there, the Beau wrestler stalling. Over on the edge talking to his coach. He wants to keep the action going. There's an inside stand-up attempt by DeFilippo. Dan Brusso's got hand control. He's got a bar sunk in there. Dan Brusso's got the bar sunk in. He's looking for hand control on this side. He gets it. He's trying to load it across. He's running it. He needs to step across with his right leg. He's got it rolled over here. Got DeFilippo on his back. He's getting his near fall points. Really need the pin here. DeFilippo, great job fighting that off. Dan Brusso awarded 3 points for backs. Now has the 5-0 lead. I think he should go right back to that bar arm. Time runs out in the first period. DeFilippo pulled a Peterson there as time ran out. Going to the second period here, Dan Brusso's got the 5-0 lead. Again, the team scores are locked up here, 12-12. Dan Brusso working that bar, gets the hand control, throws in a half deep other side. DeFilippo looks away, avoids the half. Dan Brusso going for the reverse bar, trying to walk it around. Doesn't get it, goes back to the bar arm and wrist. And he's up on his toes, trying to run that over. He's got to watch his weight there, load that shoulder across. Looks like he's going to get him over again. Getting near fall points, and he gets the pin. Huge match for the senior. Way to go out, Joe Dan Brusso. Way to secure the win with the pin there. 6 points for his team, puts Plymouth back on top, 18-12. That's the matchup we wanted, and that's exactly what we wanted out of Joe Dan Brusso. 170-pound weight class, folks. From Plymouth, I believe we're going to have Matt Cleary. Not sure who Beau will send out. I don't believe they have anyone eligible for the 170-pound weight class. I think they actually weighed a couple of their wrestlers in a little bit heavy today to go up in the weight classes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Plymouth wrestlers with their headgear on and their singlets up, ready to go out, depending who's taking a forfeit, who's going to actually wrestle. Again, it comes down to who's going to send out and who doesn't. It's an exciting match tonight, folks. I apologize ahead of time if I've repeated myself a few times, but you know, I'm a coach as well, and my son's out there and my nephew's out there, and so a little bit a little bit into it myself. It's not every day you get to wrestle a state championship match at home. Finished cleaning the mat here. Beau has a couple of wrestlers warming up. Not sure who's sending out who. Looks like Caden Sanborn will go out at 170 and accept a forfeit. Beau doesn't have anybody. At 182. That forfeit puts the Bobcats on top 24-12. We're now at the 182-pound weight class. Not sure that they have anybody, Beau has anybody in the 182-pound weight class. So Matt Cleary will go out and accept this forfeit.
Receiving a forfeit at 182 pounds for Plymouth, Matt Cleary.
Again, that puts us up on top. 6 more points. Score is now 30-12. Next up in the 195-pound weight class. This is featuring Ryan Nichols of Beau against Cole Johnson of Plymouth. Both seniors, I believe. Cole, senior, captain. I think he's fired up and ready to go. I think they actually intended on dodging him tonight, and it didn't work out for him because of the coin flip. Right off the whistle, Cole goes right after him, in on that single leg. Working the head. Gets the brands. Whiz a throw. Gets him to his back. Great balance shown there by Johnston. He's got Nichols on his back. He's got to be careful and settle back. Gets the 2-point takedown, 3-point near fall. Nichols fighting it off. He's got the bar, runs him over. Got him on his back here. Got to be careful with his weight. Settles back, reverse half. Squeezing, keep him in bounds. He gets the pin. Big win by the senior. Again, he's going to put Plymouth up on top 36-12. I think Cole knew they were trying to dodge him there, and it didn't work out, and he got his chance. They dodged him last week, and he didn't have a chance to wrestle, so he's excited that he got to go out, and that's what captains do right there. So far tonight, folks, all 3 of our captains have won their matches for their team here tonight, and I'll tell you, that's the way to go out at home as a senior, is you certainly want to go out a winner. So far, our seniors have done that. Next up, we're at the 220-pound weight class. We have Alex Lures from Plymouth. Alex, a first-year wrestler. Great to have in the room, good kid. I believe he's going to be going up against Anthony Sutera. We're really looking forward to Alex wrestling for us for a few years. You know, he's put the hard work in this year, and we hope that he's enjoyed it and he's going to come back and wrestle for us. Very inexperienced, but he'll go out there and give it all he can. He's a Bobcat. Calling for the 220-pound weight class now, and out comes Alex. And they're actually going to send out Sean Nichols, I believe, and not Sutera. Sean Nichols, weighed in at 221.8 pounds. He's going to have the weight advantage over Alex. Alex down at 188. Nichols going for that head control, trying to snap Sutura to the mat. Alex lowers to the mat, working that head control. Alex circle back to the middle. Nice shot, low single, comes up with it. Got to pop his head out there and get the 2 points. He gets the 2-point takedown, throws in a half. Coach is telling him to get out the side and run it on his toes. Nichols doing a great job fighting it off. Got to keep running it. Nichols, great job peeling that off, looking away, reaching back for the leg. Looking for a roll here. Alec trying to force a half in there on this side. Gets the half in on the other side. Nichols fighting a half, dropping his hip. Stand up by Nichols. Gets the 1-point escape, back to the center. Nichols trying to work that head, gets the Russian tie. Alex pulling away. 19 seconds left in the first period. Nichols trying to snap the head down. Alec doing a good job fighting it off. Tries a shuck to a Russian, misses it. We got 5 seconds left here in the first period. The first period's going to end. Alex Lors has a 2-1 lead over Nichols going into the second period. Green has choice. Coach Cleary has chosen top here for his wrestler. Stand up by Nichols, stopped by Alex. Stopped, penalty there for a full Nelson. 1 point red, the match is now tied. Coach is over there telling him to grab a wrist and an arm. Another stand-up attempt by Nichols, gets the escape. Now has a lead 3-2. Still going after that head. Probably looking for a snap down to a Brands. Nice shot by Alec. In, spins through. Got to get his leg back. Gets the 2-point takedown. Got to throw in that half, get the wrist. Coach is telling him to throw a half and a wrist. Nichols looking for the stand-up again. He gets it. Immediately goes to a double leg. Gets the takedown reversal. It's now 5-4 in favor of Nichols. He's going to try and work a half here, I bet, on top. Again, he's got a little bit of a weight advantage in this match. Throws in a half. They're right on the line. 55 seconds left in the second period. Nichols has the lead 5-4. On the whistle, Nichols breaks him down. Both hands underneath, gaining wrist control. Throws in a half. He's got the half Nelson sunk in deep. Lors looks away, fights it off. Nichols throws a half the other side, gets it deep. Gonna have him turn here. Got him on his back. And he gets the pin. Nichols with the pin there, puts Beau back on the board. The score is now 36-18. Up at the heavyweight division now, from Plymouth we've got Gabe Crane, and for Beau will be Anthony Sutera. Again, this is a rematch of, a little over a month ago. Should be a great match, real exciting. Gabe wrestled as a youth, came back to us this year as a senior. Real glad he did. Wished we had a full season with him. But he's been great for us, and you know, he's been able to take part in a historic event here tonight. Take a second to actually congratulate the girls ski team this year for their runner-up finish, and the boys ski team for their championship finish, state champs and state runner-ups. Both represented the school very, very well, and we're real proud of that program. It's been a long-standing tradition here, and if you look around the gym, you'll see their banner. It's right up there with football and wrestling for the amount of championships those two programs have won. So on to the heavyweight matchup tonight. Both take the center of the mat. Crane right out of the gate, aggressive, goes for the head, looks for a single grab there. Goes with a left-handed tie, forces it. Sutera forces the inside tie right back. Slips, Crane slips on the edge there. Still got that front head. Crane able to slip out of that. Goes right back aggressively, right after him. He tries to snap the head. Coach yelling, don't chase. When these two met up a month ago or so, it was a very exciting match. A lot of changes in score. Fake shot by Crane. Works that left-handed inside tie. Tries to feel out the headlock, realizes he doesn't have it, lets it go. Another snap. .40 seconds left in the first period, no score here. A lot of times with these heavyweights, there's a lot of pushing and shoving in the center of the mat. Both trying to snap the head down. Crane again slips for the headlock, misses it. Just feeling it out. May have to come back to that at some point in this match. 20 seconds left. Sutera goes for the headlock. He doesn't have it. Tell you, both these guys today looks like they're going for a home run here. 7 seconds left. End of the first period. No score, but a lot of action, a lot of pushing, shoving. Looks like Coach Hoffman has forfeited that match. I think at the end of the match there, Sutera did something. I may have hit Crane on the back of the head or something, and class act by Coach Hoffman there by just sending the forfeit. He recognized that his wrestler wasn't being appropriate, and he just forfeited the match. So it takes a lot of class to do something like that, especially in a state championship match. So hats off to Coach Hoffman and his staff for recognizing that. And you can't say enough about a coach who's willing to do that when he knows his wrestler's out of line. So, which is really too bad, because it was shaping up to be an exciting match. I really think that it was going to be once they got onto the mat in the second or third period, you were going to see a lot of action out of them. Neither team has a 106-pound weight class. I'm pretty comfortable to say at this point, with only 2 matches left, that Plymouth has secured this state championship meet tonight, and they're going to be crowned Division III state dual meet champions, which is an historic event tonight. Neither weight class has a 106, so I think that Gianni Ciotti will accept a forfeit at 113, and then Adler Mora will accept a forfeit at 120 for Beau, and it'll be the end of this meet. There is a chance, though, that Coach they do double forfeits at 106 and 113, and Coach sends out Ciotti to wrestle the 120-pounder from Beau Mora. this match has been full of just about everything here tonight. You've had, you know, wrestlers on their back get off and end up pinning the other opponent, and vice versa. And, you know, you've had a coach forfeit a match in the middle of the match because his wrestler was being inappropriate, and you know, but you know, in these matches, that's bound to happen. I mean, your anxiety is high, and you know, you really want to win for your team, and you know, you don't want to let anybody down, so your emotions are flying, and sometimes it's hard when you're that age, you know, to keep everything in check when you know there's so much at stake. And it's not that these two teams haven't been really competitive with each other over the last couple of years, so you know, you got to expect that people are going to get excited. You just hope that they can keep themselves in check, that's all. Looks like Ciati's going to accept a forfeit at 113 and secure this victory for the Bobcats. Again, I can't be any more excited for the coaches, for myself, for the kids, you know, and for our seniors, and specifically, you know, the three captains, my son Charlie Como and Cole Johnston and Joe Dan Brusso. I'll tell you, I just can't say enough about it. I'm really sad to see this thing all come to an end, and you know, I'm going to miss the camaraderie of wrestling, and it looks like they did accept Mara did accept a forfeit, but we're going to have an exhibition match here to finish this night up. Ciati versus Mara, 113-pounder, bumped up to wrestle the 120-pounder from Beau. We have a lot of confidence in Gianni. As I was saying, I'm gonna, you know, really miss watching my son wrestle, and you know, we've been going to wrestling tournaments and wrestling meets since he was 6 years old, and you know, I want to just take a moment to tell him that I really love him, I'm super proud of him, and you know, I wish that he had a real senior season to go out and complete his goal, being a Meet of Champions champ. But you know, he's a New Hampshire state champion nonetheless, 2 times, and he's a state champion here today, representing his team with a win at home to go out on top. So both wrestlers feeling low single by Ciati. He's in deep, good sprawl by Mara. Mara's in with the front head. Gianni trying to drag it by. No score yet. Ciati trying to drag that by, gets it dragged by. Mara, good job getting back to his feet. 38 seconds left. Working that tie. No score, 23 seconds left. Coach is telling Ciati the single leg is there, just has to time it up. Mara stepping with that right leg. First period's going to come to an end. No score. 0-0. Shucked by Ciati. No points awarded. I thought it was 2. Looked like it was 2. They're just, 2 referees are discussing it. 2 points. That's what I thought. Ciati gets a 2 point, so I was wrong by saying the first period ended with no score. I jumped the gun there on that one. Great takedown by Ciati just before the buzzer. Goes into the second period 2-0 and gets choice. He chooses neutral. Both wrestlers work in the center of the mat. No stalling here in this match. A couple of fake shots by both of them. Ciati working that inside tie, maybe trying to set up a shuck again. Working the line now. Out of bounds. New whistle start here. 1:27 left in the second period. Both wrestlers working the head. Another low single. Opposite side single by Ciati. Gets gets kind of strung out there by Mara. Mara spinning hard. Ciatti needs the knee slide here and get his weight and hips back underneath him. He does a little knee slide sit. Mara still fighting it off. He's got the front head. Ciatti dragging it by. Back to their feet. Tell you, great scramble so far. Very even. Nice double leg. He got in there, needs to finish it. Mara maybe with that weight advantage, able to knock his hips down a little bit there. Gianni's trying to turtle up with it. 44 seconds left. Go out of bounds. Back to the center of the mat on their feet. No score. Work in the center of the mat. Tap and go. Fake shot by Ciatti. Mara comfortable with the tie-up. Fake shot by Ciatti. Level change. Nice shot by Mara there. In deep on that leg. Comes up with the 2 points. He's tied this match up with 10 seconds left in the second period. Mara working that two-hand control underneath. Great match so far. Second period comes to an end. Match is tied 2-2. Mara's chosen down. Stand up inside switch by Mara. Ciatti fights it off. However, Mara does have a leg there. Ciatti with the crossface, trying to stretch him out. Stuffing the head. Got it locked up. Mara with the escape. Now has the lead 3-2. Again here, great entertaining match. Nothing to lose. The Bobcats have secured the state championship. This was an attempt at getting these two a match. Another shuck by Ciatti. Needs to bring him to the mat. He does. Gets his two. Got to get his foot out there. Mara has that leg. Gets Ciatti's hip dumped. Ciatti's got to bail out, give up the reversal. Mara's got the lead back 5-4. With a minute left in the third period. We need an escape or a reversal here. Maybe work to the edge, try to go out of bounds to get a whistle start. .44 seconds left in the first period. Johnny should go out of bounds as he does. Get the whistle start. Got to take advantage of this whistle start. Good stand up here. Hand control. Cut. 5-4. Mara has the lead. Oh, we have a caution here. Caution on red. Crossover switch. Almost gets it. I believe Mara was locking hands here. The ref might have missed that. Comes up out of bounds. Has a single leg, but they go out of bounds. Coaches are cheering him on. Teammates are cheering him on. They really want Ciatti to win this, considering he's the lighter wrestler. Knee slide, comes to a stand-up. Hand control, cuts, gets to one. Ties this match up. We're now 5-5. In on a shot. Doesn't get it. Got to be careful not to give up the takedown here. Kind of a sloppy shot there. Didn't need to take it. Would be better off to go into overtime here. Got to get his head out. Tries to slide by. Doesn't get it. 12 seconds left. Shot by Mara, deep on the line. 7 seconds left. Ciatti heavy on that head. Trying to work in the quarter Nelson. This match is going to go into overtime, folks. Probably one of the most exciting matches of the night ends with an exhibition between the varsity 113 from Plymouth, Gianni Ciatti, versus the varsity 120-pounder from Beau, Adler Mora. This is a sudden death victory here. First takedown wins. Ciatti's got to slow it down, not take a sloppy shot. Maybe go back to that shuck or a shuck to a shot. Both wrestlers fatigued. This has been a grueling 6-minute match. 40 seconds left. Another shuck by Ciotti. Mora fights it off. Shot by Mara, deep. Doesn't get it. Bails out. Both wrestlers working for a tie. An opportunity here. A snap down. Ciotti with the snap down. Shuck out of bounds. 14 seconds left. This could go to whoever gets choice in the second period. Another shot by Mara, nice and deep, in deep on that leg. Ciotti fighting it off hard, no points awarded. 7 seconds left. Ciotti's got to get his hips up. Mara's going to come out with the takedown. That was an awesome match, folks. Gianni Ciotti, give him credit, bouncing up a weight class and wrestling Adler Mora as a crowd pleaser to end the night. The Bobcats have retained the Division III New Hampshire State crown, and they will be crowned champions here tonight. We thank you for watching Pemmy Baker TV and Plymouth High School Sports, and I will be back to you in a moment with some post-wrestling match interviews. This is Aaron Como. Thank you.
Collins, the NHIAA Director, accompanied by Beau Athletic Director Mike Deslitz and Plymouth Athletic Director Jim Carey. We would like to congratulate both teams on a successful season and a great match. Would the head coach, Brock Hoffman, and the captains for the Beau Falcons come up to receive their runner-up plaque and medals? Now we'd like to call up the Division III state champion Plymouth Bobcats, their head coach Randy Cleary, and their captains to accept the championship plaque and medals. Thank you again to Jeff Collins and the NHIAA for offering our student athletes the opportunity to compete in both a regular season and a state championship. Thank you.
All right, folks, Aaron Como here with a little post-match interview. We're going to talk to the three captains here about tonight's victory. So I guess I'm just going to ask you all the same question. You each can give me an answer. Obviously, last year at this time, the season was in doubt. Nobody thought we'd have a season. And going through all the trials and tribulations that you did to get to this point, how does it feel to get there?
I mean, it's crazy. We never expected to get here. Never expected to have this season. I was pretty scared we weren't going to have it coming into the winter, and I'm just glad we got the opportunity. We have a great team this year, and I'm really glad we got here. We have a lot of younger underclassmen who helped us get here, and it's just, I'm speechless.
Awesome, I agree. What about you, Dan Brusso?
I mean, this entire summer, fall, I never would have expected we had a season, but I mean, it happened. Everyone I talked to, other coaches, no one said we were going to have a season, but I mean, here we are and made the most of it. We won a ship.
Awesome. How about you, Charlie?
I'm thankful for our state, New Hampshire, for letting us compete. I tried to stay positive through the fall and into the winter. I'm very grateful we had a season. I'm proud of each and every one of my teammates. They worked wicked hard, and I'm proud of all of them.
And I guess the other question I'll ask you is that, Plymouth Wrestling is full of a lot of pride and tradition. If you look over there on the banner, you see all those championships. And how does it feel knowing that you're the first team in history to ever win a state championship at home in this gymnasium?
It's pretty crazy. I guess it's going to have to be a new tradition. But yeah, Coach told us that we're going to have a chance of winning it in our home gym, and we made it happen, so.
How about you, Joe?
Honestly, it's just wild. When earlier this season when I heard it was a possibility, that motivated us even more. I mean, we just couldn't wait for it to happen.
Charlie?
I guess things are meant to be. It's just dynasty right here. It's a dynasty.
That's well put. Well, listen, I just want to tell the three of you that I enjoyed my time with you all these years following you. I know Coach Cleary did, Coach Austin, Coach Duke, Coach Lonnie, all the time they put in. But I've seen you guys grow up since you were this tall, and I appreciate you letting me hang around. And I wish you well in your future endeavors, and whatever you guys choose to do, go get them in your spring sports, and don't be a stranger. Come back to this gym next year and cheer on the Bobcats, all right?
Definitely.
Awesome. Okay, here we are with Coach Randy Cleary of the Plymouth Regional High School Bobcat Wrestling Team. So tell us, Coach, I mean, last year at this time, we started to worry about whether there'd even be a season. All summer long, I know you and I talked 1,000 times with Coach Austin, and we just worried and worried and worried that this wouldn't happen. And then it came time to wrestle. The NHIAA gave us the opportunity. There was some trials, some tribulations. There was a 10-day, break because of a COVID case. What does it mean to get to this point and actually be able to win a state championship at home?
Well, first thing I'd like to say is, it starts at the top. This experience we got to have. I'd like to thank SAU 48 administration, Kyla Welch, superintendent, Bruce Parsons, principal, Jimmy Carey, athletic director. Wouldn't have been able to happen without them. So, it means a lot to the kids, and for the kids to have this opportunity. A lot of these kids have spent their entire lives since first grade trying to perfect this sport and this craft, and if they could not have competed this year, it just would have been a life-changing situation for them. So, this could be the sweetest. If you look up there, we've had a few. This could be the sweetest one yet. So, just so happy that the kids had the opportunity.
Yeah, you kind of stole my next question there. I was going to say, out of all the state championships you've had, and you've had lots of them, and you look at the banner over there, Plymouth Wrestling has been a dynasty in their division for a long, long time, and the credit, it belongs to you as the head coach. But you've won a lot of them. But considering what they went through this year and the fact that they made history by being the first state championship won at home, that's just got to feel great.
Yeah, truly special. Right here in the gym, we've had a lot of great moments in this gym, a lot of victories. 28 years now we've been at it here, wrestling since the mid-'70s, and I got to tell you, for me, this is right up there with one of the greatest nights, best accomplishments.
Yeah, it means a lot to me, Coach, and I just want to take a couple of seconds to tell you how much I appreciate you and everything you've done for me and my two sons.
Yeah.
I've had a great experience. They've had great experiences, and their success in life moving forward is going to be largely in part because of what you've done for them.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you.